The new series of Inside the World's Toughest Prisons dropped on Netflix on Wednesday, July 29, with presenter Raphael Rowe returning to the hosting helm. During the program, Raphael takes viewers inside 4 prisons across the globe, and speaks to prisoners and guards about their experiences. Raphael knows how to get inside the minds of the prisoners he speaks to, having spent 12 years in prison himself. Raphael was in prison from 1990 to 2002 for murder and a series of robberies, in the notorious case dubbed the M25 Three. Read more related articles. The convictions of Rowe and his 2 co-defendants, Michael George Davis and Randolph Egbert Johnson, were ruled unsafe in July 2000, but his time inside still haunts him now, as he reveals to Daily Star Online. Opening up about his experience, he shared, "Being charged for a crime you didn't commit was tough. Being stood on trial and being accused of doing things you didn't do and people telling lies was tough. Being convicted and sentenced for the worst of all crimes, murder, and sentenced to life in prison, i.e. you will never be released until we deem you fit to be released, is terrifying. And to happen to me as a 20-year-old took away a part of me that can never be replaced. And then to endure week after week, month after month, year after year was really difficult. Of course, I had to adapt physically and mentally to cope on a day-to-day basis. But I didn't give up, and I suppose that's where I found my inner strength and resilience. I was never going to accept the system and the fact that I'd been wrongly convicted. And I think that created a strength inside my character that helped me get through every day of those 12 years. But don't misunderstand me for 1 minute. Every one of those days in prison was tough. Even when I was out playing football, or running round the exercise yard, or having a laugh with another prisoner, it was always a time that was difficult. Raphael then shared that he thinks it's anger which allowed him to find his inner strength. He divulged, "I suppose it was the anger. I was so angry. I was so volatile. I was so disappointed with the way I was being treated and the fact that people, and when I say people I mean the criminal justice system, in the face of obvious evidence, you know, the people described the people as being responsible as 2 white and 1 black man, and yet 3 black men were convicted. I mean, to be convicted in the face of what was so obvious made me so angry, and I drew from that anger. Rather than allow it to consume me to the point of mental illness. And that's not to say I didn't have my moments where I couldn't get out of bed because I was in such a dark place, that hope was kind of flickering as opposed to a bright light. It was the anger, I suppose, that got me through it. I'm not going to allow you to do this to me or my family, and the victims, they deserve justice, even if I feel like they let me down at times, because they should have been stronger in saying they couldn't have committed the crimes because we know what we saw. So I think it was that deep inner anger that kept me going. Inside the World's Toughest Prisons Series 4 is available to stream on Netflix now.